Hey everybody, welcome to the TKES Pre Conference recording. Thank you for watching this. We're going to go over your orientation, which you have actually already completed from our last staff meeting from the district last Monday, and our TKES self-assessment, as well as setting your goal. So we just wanted to show you this. Your orientation, self-assessment, and pre-evaluation conference, all of that falls into our July and August. So all of this is due no later than August 30th, since that is the last workday of August. Then in here, between September and April, this is when all of your formative assessment phases, observations, walkthroughs, all of that happen between September and April. And if you are a new teacher, you are going to be on the full plan for observations. And if you are a returning GCA teacher, you are on the flex plan. And then in April and May, we have our summative assessment. Each one of you gets a summative assessment and a summative conference. I will be your observer this year. It doesn't bounce around to other lead teachers, so it will be me. So this is where the platform is located. And like I was saying before, your orientation was completed during the district meeting on 8/19. If you were not there for that meeting, I sent out a recording link, as well as Eve Mooney sent out a recorded link for that meeting. So you do need to review it because you are going to sign off on our checklist that you've seen it, and you're going to sign off in the TKES platform that you've seen it as well. So when you log into SLDS, you start in Infinite Campus. On the left-hand side, there's a link for SLDS. You'll click that. And then at the top, you've got all these tabs, and you are going to click on the TKES Leaks tab right here. Once you are inside that, you're going to click on your teacher keys. It'll say 1920. It's kind of at the top middle. And when you click on that, all of the plan and the tabs for the plan will show. So you are going to click off on this orientation. And when you click it, it opens like a whole set of stuff down here. So it talks about your teacher assurances. It tells you your plan type. So if you're not sure if you're on a flex or full plan, it is already assigned to you right here. And then these are really helpful. So if you're not sure about something, it has the TKES handbook here. It also has, it doesn't show it here, but I was looking at Heidi's today in our DDI, and it also has the rubrics in which we are, which I will be looking at during my observations of you for all 10 standards. So it also has orientation. So if you want to look at the orientation that the state provides, you can watch that video as well, or you can watch the one that was done for us at our district meeting on Monday the 19th. Just click submit. That's all you have to do for this one. You don't have to do a date or anything, and your orientation should turn green like this little check right there. Okay, so then we're going to talk about setting a professional goal. Now, this goal should be a SMART goal. And if you're not sure what a SMART goal is, it basically is timely. It's measurable. And there's like a whole training for SMART goals. If you're interested in it, I can send it your way. But it is basically data driven as well, and we want it to be completed in the 1920 school year. So something that you can look back on in May of 2020 and say, yes, I did it, I completed my goal, and here's how I did it. So there's some great goals that you can look at from our school goals. One that's coming to mind is the 5% increase. So if you want to, I would suggest getting with your grade level and your content and bringing this up in one of your content meetings, and asking what you think from your grade level chair, what they think um, your specific grade level and content could do to make that growth and what you all want to focus on. So last year when I was in 6th ELA, we did a goal together to have an increase, and I think it was 5%. It was what the school goal was. So that can also be a conversation, like I said, with your peers that are doing the same grade level and content as you. And then you are going to click on the performance standards in which the goal relates. And honestly, y'all, it should be all 10 standards. If it does not hit all 10 standards, I mean, every goal that you set that's a SMART goal will hit all of these 10 standards in some form or fashion. So I would click all of those so that you know that you've got some areas that you can strive for within all of these standards. Here's my little graphic for SMART, and there's, like I said, like there's whole trainings on it. You can do webinars on it. It's really interesting if you like that sort of stuff. I do. This has helped me over the years kind of hone in on exactly, even my personal life, I think about SMART goals. So they are specific, measurable, attainable, realistic, and time bound. So you can read through this and pause the recording if you'd like to read through that a little bit more. Again, here's our school goals for you. These are always in the TGIT. So if you open it up, there's the intro TGIT tab, and then you click the school goals tab, and these stay the same all year. So it's just a great reminder. I always clicked on the tab, and even if it was just a skim over the school goals, it was a good reminder of where we're headed. So, number 6 would be a great goal to use. Number 7 is a great goal to use as well for your TKES goal. This is just a reminder for you. This little wheel flower thing will stay yellow the entire year. So if you are a checklist person and you're like, well, I have done this goal, I have completed it, and you want it to turn green, it won't until the end of the year because it's something that is ongoing throughout the year. Next will be the self-assessment. When you do the self-assessment, it will be in all of the standards. So all of the professional standards that I will be observing from you for the entire school year. So rate yourself. Remember, level 1 is lowest, level 4 is highest. If you score yourself like anything below a 3, I would have some comments in there so that I can see the comments, and so I can know some ways that I can support you for that level 2. And we all have areas in which we can grow in. So please don't feel like, you have to put yourself at all 4s. You don't. I don't think I've ever put myself at all 4s at the beginning of the year because I wanted to even grow from where I was from last year. So that's, of course, up to you. I'm not saying you have to do it a certain way, but definitely be thoughtful about it, about your strengths and weaknesses, and self-reflect on areas that you really do want to focus on this year. When you have completed the self-assessment, this will turn green right here. And then you're also going to document your pre-evaluation conference. And that is going to be 8/22. I know some of you have it in your PLC meetings as well. Since I am not connected to all of your contents and I have all contents, I won't be doing this at a PLC meeting. That's why I'm sending you this recording. But since I'm sending it to you on the night of 8/22, we are going to say this is the date of your pre-conference, okay? So once you sign off on that, once you have completed, so you have to complete the orientation, self-assessment, and goal setting, you will email me, and I will be able to check it off on my end as well, and it will solidify the the process for you for all the beginning of the year stuff that we went over at the first slide. So all of the pre-conference orientation, self-assessment, I can check you off for all of that. I am saying that this is going to be due. I think I told a few people today, Rachel and Heidi, I'm thinking of y'all in our DDIs. It has to be done by the 30th, and it does. So I'm bumping this up a few days so we have a little wiggle room here. So I am going to say on our checklist that all of that is due by 8/28 and that you email me by 8/28 so that I can go in and finalize all of that stuff for you all in TKES by the 30th. Um, then there's like a final step as well. So once I've signed off, then you have to sign off, and then all of that should turn green. And that's it. All right, y'all. I wish I could show you my smiling face tonight. I am so proud of you guys. I've bragged on so many of you to our admin team that are doing such a fabulous job. Thank you for sharing all of your resources with one another and always continuing to grow in this process at the beginning of the year. And if you have any questions about this, please reach out to me, please before Friday, so I can address your questions going into our final weeks for TKES stuff. All right, y'all, have a great night.